What's up? This is Boxer Wade, fresh off the UFC 168. Horrible ending. Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva kicks Weidman, breaks his leg in the second round. Weidman dominated the first round. Had Anderson Silva hurt early and dominated him on the ground. But it's sad because this is probably the end of Anderson Silva's career. I'm assuming it might be. As far as the fight, in my prediction, I thought Silva was gonna win the fight, but more like if you go back and watch the prediction, you'll see that I gave Weidman a great chance of winning the fight. I thought technically he would win the fight. I picked Silva more as a fan and more because of the fact that I just wouldn't bet against Silva, you know what I'm saying? Plus for the fact that I thought he was going to be, more focused in this fight. You just don't predict a fight against the champ, and this was one prediction video where I feel like I was a little biased. But I said it in the video, I said in the video that I think my mind is telling me that Chris Weidman is going to win the fight. And my heart was telling me Anderson Silva would win. I don't know how the fight would have went. I know Chris Weidman did dominate him in the first round. But it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? It's sad that the fight had to end like that, off a leg check. He breaks his leg. Like, what are the chances of that happening? And then we just saw an amazing fight between Miesha Tate and Ronda Rousey. Like, that was a great fight. One of my personal favorite fights of the year in MMA and just in fight sports, period. All right. I'm going to talk briefly about that fight. Ronda Rousey came and did what she had to do. Miesha Tate did the best that she could. She survived. She lasted the first round, the second round, but she was getting beat pretty bad. But at the same time, she did have her moments. There were, whether you like fights on foot or on the ground, you had to love that fight. Because on foot, stand up, it was a great fight. On the ground was a great fight. A lot of arm bars, leg locks. It was just these two was rolling around. And freaking Ronda Rousey picked her up, was about to slam her on the ground. Like, that was definitely the fight of the night. At a night full of good fights, early knockouts and stuff. But it was just, the whole Anderson Silva thing, man. It's just the worst way to go out. You know what I'm saying? You retire. He's going to have to retire because it's going to take a long time to recover from that. And we all know Anderson Silva is up there in age. But good credit, no mind the noise. I'm in a house full of women right now, and they all wanted to order the pay-per-view to watch this fight. So there's a lot of noise in the background, don't mind that. But anyway, so a lot of credit to Ronda Rousey and Miesha Tate. They definitely put on the show, and I'm really disappointed right now with this whole Anderson Silva thing, so I'm not gonna talk too long about it. Chris Weidman, much respect to him, man, and you know what, I got bashed in my prediction video for giving him a lot of credit and for saying that I think he can beat Anderson Silva, even in a rematch. And I said that in the first video, the first fight, I said, this guy's tough. And I said that, and I got bashed for it. A lot of people in my comments left comments saying I was crazy for picking Chris Weidman, but he's good, he's good. If you watch the fights before Anderson Silva, you see that he's good, and he wasn't even 100% when he fought Silva because he was coming off of an injury, and I said that. But I want Anderson Silva to win. Obviously, I'm the big fan. I think he's the greatest. And shout out to Chris Weidman, he put on a good show, and he showed a lot of respect towards the end of that fight. So, I really don't know where to call the future for these two guys. Anderson Silva it looks like he's gonna retire, and that's that. As far as Ronda Rousey and Miesha Tate, I can't express how good of a fight that was. You know, you got people that don't even watch MMA all over Twitter talking about the fight. That was a great fight. One of the best fights of this year in any sport. All right. So leave comments and, you know, let me know what you think about the Anderson Silva situation. If the fight continued, you know, what do you think would have happened? You know, I think Weidman was better off taking him to the ground. I knew Weidman was going to do that. I said in the prediction, Weidman was going to take this guy to the ground because in the first fight it was a success, you know, and Silva looks like he was a lot more prepared for this fight, a lot more focused for this fight, but at the same time he got rocked on a stand-up. So, you know, you never really know. When you lose and you get knocked out, you never really know when you're coming off of a loss like that and you're on a 7-year reign. You never really know how the fighter is going to return from that. You know what I'm saying? Coming off of a loss. Yeah, you know, your state of mind is totally different. He did the whole thing where he was praying in the beginning. He kneeled, prayed. You know, he just looked so serious. But at the same time, once you get in that ring, it's a whole different story. And Weidman was obviously more comfortable in the ring. All right. So, you know, just give me your thoughts and subscribe to the channel. All right. Thanks.